Maya, what's going on?
I recognize the faces of our attackers. I know who they are. Miss Jenkins and Stevie.
Hello.
So you didn't see your faces.
I'm sorry, I'm late again.
I was afraid. They said that they would come back, that they would kill me and live. But now that they're in jail, I am not afraid. And it was them. I am positive. And I want to testify in court.
I'm gonna give it a countdown, then we'll get started. Hello. Welcome to the Corey Davis Show. As you see in my title, Jimmy G is back. And I've been asking this question to all the other people. Everybody told me, hell no. No way Jimmy's going to be on this team. As a backup, he's not going to take a pay cut. And I agree with that. I thought he would take a pay cut either to be a backup.
What did he say?
1983. Now with over 2
hours. So I was surprised when he did that. I was like, what?
So much fun.
Jimmy G is staying with the Niners as a backup.
The universe is trying to tell you something.
He took a pay cut.
Not that one. That's the one. At University of Phoenix,
That's kind of strange to do that.
A year for under 11K. Learn more at phoenix.edu.
Hello, John Jay. How you doing?
Take one.
The link is in there. You like to come on
I don't actually play tennis.
and join me.
Most insurance companies don't know me.
I know I first did this yesterday.
When I was diagnosed with COPD,
I had family over because they came to see me,
my medication costs
you know, after my
even
surgery
my
and stuff.
to help my lungs. What is like listening?
And I just told God
Better care begins with listening.
I scheduled a live show.
Hi, we're Visible, a different kind of wireless company, running on a big, impressive wireless network.
So I apologize for coming on you late.
So you get unlimited data for just $30 a month. Tax
Yeah,
efficient.
late.
Plus, we have a new plan with 5G ultra wideband.
Hi, Brian. Good.
At Xfinity, we're constantly innovating.
And we're working 24/7 to connect you to more of what you love.
We are bringing you the nation's largest gig speed network.
Available to more homes than anyone else. And with Xbox Complete, get 10 times faster upload speeds.
Tech upgrades for your change.
Yeah, I was surprised. Brian Cup, was you surprised
Only from us.
about Jimmy G coming back to the 49ers? Staying with the 49ers?
Not just for
Was you surprised?
our community.
I know I was.
But I did the right thing by going back to school.
I wouldn't think he would take a pay cut.
Allies at Contra Costa
I thought for sure we was going to have to cut him.
Hard to achieve a scholarship.
He was going to go.
Today, I'm in law school so that I can give back
You're a
to
free
a
agent.
better future for my son and our
But they
community.
cut.
I
Make
believe that
self
to get what
feel.
you deserve requires dedication and continue to
And
work at the highest level.
Make Jimmy G the backup.
All it takes is the decision to start.
Depending on how long you are on, I will call in. Okay. Yeah, I got the link. It's up there. It's up there in the chat. Anybody would like to come in, they can come in.
Okay, so you actually saw the faces of both of those men, Steve Cole and Mitch Jenkins.
Yes,
But at first you said they were wearing masks.
I know. And I am.
You wasn't
so
surprised.
sorry. And I've been struggling with this since that horrible night.
Of course. Can you be a little bit
I
more
was.
specific?
When they left,
I was surprised. And I knew
right from behind, they
a lot
said,
of
if you tell anyone,
49ers.
we will murder your other daughter. And we will kill you too.
So were they everywhere?
What's going on?
Did you see
Be
her faces
mad.
the whole time? Or just for a few
And I
seconds?
knew
They
something
were
that's
wearing
going.
masks most of the time, and then they took them off for a few seconds.
I see
When
both
they kissing
ways.
thing.
Did
I
you see
know.
their faces as well?
Yes,
No.
this could cause a chaos in the locker room. It could cause chaos in our
Doing
fans
nothing isn't helping.
because
I just want to
if
tell the truth.
if
And I want to put his interest.
Trey Lance have a bad game,
This is true.
you'll hear the fans going, Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy,
She's been
Jimmy.
She's doing what they think is right.
Hey, here's my man
How's that
Dave. What's going on?
It means I believe that Maya believes she saw the faces of the two purposes.
Do you think that she's telling the truth? Yes or no?
That's not my job to think or to guess. It's my job to present
Oh,
evidence that I believe is
good night.
true. And since we don't have any proof that Maya is lying.
Here we go. There we go.
So you're gonna
Hello,
What's going
Dave.
on, buddy?
Well, Dave,
The victims and witnesses, they changed their stories, they changed
You
their
didn't-
protocol.
they didn't
All
do
the
like
time.
you asked them
The
to
story isn't
do.
perfect. It's plausible.
I know. They just had to cut him. That's all they had to do. Just cut him. So what if he goes to Seattle? Our defense will eat him alive. Why are we afraid of Jimmy G?
Nobody wants these bastards to suffer more than I did.
Our legal system is the best of there is.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I do not see a reason to be afraid of him. He's an average QB, and he's a statue in the pocket. Our defensive line, our front seven, will eat that guy alive. He has no chance.
And as the attack to
Yeah.
the faces of the men
And
Hey, is that Bryant?
who raped and killed your daughter Shala, who kicked your
no, this is
Not Bryant. Who is that?
Yes. They're right there.
What's up, guys?
49.
There was a third man with them.
What's up? It's John James.
Oh,
Jay.
When you first talked to the police, did you tell them you saw the
How you doing, John Dre?
Just finishing up some editing on my
But they
channel.
were wearing ski masks
Okay.
Editing.
most of the time.
So what's the topic tonight?
They took them off
Oh,
when it was all over.
this is a pro.
And
I
they
put it
said
on about
that
Jimmy G.
they said
is
that they
back.
would kill me and my daughter if I ever test.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like I thought that the Niners were gonna be like on September 10th or whenever the last day they were gonna cut him.
My husband.
It made no sense why you keep a quarterback like that. But as I posted on my community tab, the Jimmy Garoppolo contract, how it's structured, and the incentives are like, you want to make the money, you got to be on the field. And if Jimmy is not on the field, it saves the Niners even more money. His base salary could actually be maybe like less than 6, maybe like 5.5, but less than $6 million if he stays on the bench. So if he plays, the money goes up for those who care about the money. But it'll only be like $9 million, and I don't think he'll get the full incentive. So Jimmy's not going to be making like probably more than 10 at the most.
The morning after the incident.
But
I
was listening to Rick Eisen on his show, and he said, "What is a better solution? Say Trey goes down, Trey is playing horrible, the Niners are 0-4, and say we're in last place and Seattle is like doing better than us. You have Jimmy Garoppolo. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it's better to have someone just in case that happens. But overall, I did not like the move. And we'll see how this year, goes.
You decided to change your testimony to increase the odds of winning the case and get.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it's good that if Trey go down, we do got somebody that can come and play, and don't have to worry. I was worried if Trey go down. We got stuff still coming in.
Well, when it comes down to it, it's like, I mean, the media speculation alone. Trey has a bad game. Oh, are the Niners going to start Jimmy G? That story will be all over the place. And I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like Lynch and Shanahan do not care about the Niner Empire. They do not care about what the media puts the fans through. They just don't care. And it's almost like they like the bad attention because it's attention. That's what it seems like. I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah, and no matter what the fans and I've said this like already so many times already, it's not even worth even saying this anymore. The Niners are going to do whatever they feel is good for the 53 men, the players on the field. They don't care about what York says. They don't care about the top tier guys under York. They don't care about the 67,000 stadium, and they don't care about the Niner Empire. They care about what will win a Super Bowl, and they don't care about anything else.
Like this kind of sounded like you were.
This is a different case.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I was supposed to do this show yesterday, but you know, after my surgery and stuff, I've had family over, and I totally forgot about it. I was, oh shoot, I was supposed to go live. I had family come over. See me. I had to come in here and switch the date.
I found me some pineapple ice cream.
Now with Kellogg's Feeding Reading Program, when you buy a box, you can get a free book, turning boxes into books.
Believe it or not, I don't like chocolate ice cream is actually one of the worst things you can eat. A lot of people don't know that. It tastes good, sure. But it is really bad for you.
You know, everybody said new GQ Fall Blizzard menu featuring pumpkin pie.
But so what about I mean, keeping Trey Sermon on the 53 and cutting him the day after and letting the commies get a hold of Castro Field. I mean, what do you guys think of that?
Yeah, like CG, for whatever the reason, he has a big Oklahoma crush on any college athlete from that school. But
the only thing between you
I don't know, like what happened to Trey Sermon in the last year that the Niners were like, you're not good, man. You're not good. Like they invested 2 draft picks to move up in the 89th
your
pick.
family is safer in a 3-row.
And I was like, oh man, we really invested in these picks. And guess what? They went to
people remember ads with young people having a good time.
They went to the
so
Rams.
You remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. Here's a cool fact.
We look like the idiots, and the Rams got something over us. That's the thing that hurts the most.
Liberty. How did Kellogg's combine crunchy oat clusters with a touch of honey, plump, juicy raisins, and tasty fiber into one delicious cereal?
So we only kept 5 receivers, right?
Yep.
Raisin Bran Crunch, 2 scoops of delicious.
I thought we'd keep 6. But
we kept 6 linebackers, and we normally keep 5, and then we kept 5 running backs. We normally keep, what is it, like 10 defensive linemen. So it's just kind of, I mean, they cut Trey Sermon. They brought back Jordan Willis. Then they put Jimmy Ward on IR and signed, what was that guy, Blake Hance, who I've never heard of. And I'm sitting there going, why not keep a guy like Donovan West? Or, I mean, maybe Donovan West didn't do anything to impress. But he's still out there. He's still not signed.
Pizza. Again. Pizza.
Yeah.
No, pizza.
I was
Ready. Enjoy game day with the friends.
glad they kept the running back basically.
Pizza. No disrespect.
I'm glad we kept him. I was like, oh boy. I did not want to see him cut.
Did you see Hasty got picked up by the Jags?
Oh, he did. I didn't see that.
He did. He got picked up by the Jags. I think he's automatically their best running back, though.
I know because last year that LSU running back had an ACL, so I don't know how he's going to come back. They do have someone named Robinson, who's like a 4-year running back.
Can I
So
get you some coffee?
No, I'm good. I already had about 5.
that's a three. That's a good three. 1, 2, 3 combo for them. Again, the Jaguars.
Look, I don't need advice.
I'll be back. I gotta go take some Tylenol. I'm some pain in my
Okay.
Oh, okay.
left
Why
arm.
are you here?
I'll be back.
Yeah.
To offer absolution.
Now you're a priest.
But yeah,
There are no good choices here.
it's just interesting. I mean, Hasty.
But
I kind of figured they'd. I mean, why not just cut Sermon?
Not
Let
really.
Jack pick him up,
no matter what decision you make,
you know.
you're good.
But then,
I'm gonna make sure you back.
they would ended up having to cut Hasty anyway.
That's a needed covering.
Over the years,
To bring on who they bring in? Jordan Willis, Blake Hance. Wasn't there someone else? Didn't someone else go on IR?
Yeah,
Could
so
be wrong.
basically, Khalil Davis, who we drafted, he's been on the pup list since he got drafted because he's been hurt the last 2 years. I don't know why we drafted him. Maurice Hurst, he's out for the year. Jordan Matthews out for the year. And this guy, I was like, what happened to Curtis Robinson? He was hurt, so he's on the IR. Of course, Jimmy Ward. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking up 49er roster moves just in case I missed something.
Yeah. Also, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The Niners can bring back 3 more players.
This is the first time you talked with Maya Summer.
Or
The morning after the double rape, double homicide, inside her
Yeah,
restaurant.
we have 16 on the practice squad, or is
we
it
have
13?
13. Yeah, 13.
She said that they were wearing
Apparently, this year
The whole
they
time.
added that you can add up to
Yes.
16 players.
Did Mrs. Summer ever change her story as it relates to seeing the actual faces of the intruders?
I think it makes sense because I think that's a better way
Yes.
with that 17th
Right.
game. Now you're able to have up to 16 players, so they could have like 69 players on the
Or
roster.
after Hector Ramirez was
So
shot
that's-
to death?
Why do we keep hanging on to Alex Barrett? I mean, I don't think he's ever going to be anything.
Yes, but often victims of this kind of trauma have
Her version
Well,
is
I don't see
different,
Dante
but she's
Johnson.
lying.
I don't see Dante Johnson, so maybe he's gone for good. Maybe he's finally gone for good.
Nothing further.
I don't know why we got Willie Steen. I don't know why. That doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
we brought back Tyler Croft. They cut Trey Sermon, brought back Tyler Croft, and then they put
I'm so sorry.
Jimmy
Maya.
Ward on short-term IR and brought in this Blake Hance guy that's probably going to get cut after when Jimmy Ward comes back.
You can take your chance to help him now. Run off free.
Alex Barrett, he's been with us since 2020.
Oh no, no, they Curtis Robinson.
Yeah, Curtis Robinson, he's on the IR. He's on the
Okay.
IR. I didn't know because I'm looking at right now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5. So, yeah.
Okay, I can. All right, that's the third player.
So
Yeah.
Fred Warner does not have a backup, but Dre Greenlaw
Your husband.
and Aziz have backups. So
Well, then do something about it.
Oh, let's hope Fred Warner stays healthy.
And now that you call the police,
or the
Sometimes
Niners
in the
will
last 2
figure
weeks.
something out.
I know that you know
Oh, I forgot. We got
Yeah,
Clary
yes.
Ball. He's a middle
what
linebacker.
kind of violence is capable
Clary
of.
Ball. I can't
He's
pronounce
a
his name.
rapist and a murderer. And the
Mar-
next dead woman is
Marcellon. That's a difficult name. And my dyslexia. I hate that.
who don't tell the truth for Maya
Oh man.
or for Layla.
Wow. But hey, at least I can say McClary Ball. I can say that. Jason Poe.
Huh.
Take that person.
I really like Jason Poe.
Twice what?
I was also looking at Donovan Westlake. He's only 21.
Yeah, he's 21. Yeah, he's a kid.
I don't think it'd be bad to have him on the practice squad for a year, developing, playing, and getting coached up.
Like, I wouldn't take him
The
off
night the
for no
Summer
reason.
family was attacked, what were you doing?
Watching TV?
Who were you with?
It was like a third round, like an early third
Your
round
husband with you
prospect.
that evening?
When undrafted, is something wrong with them? Is there something that I don't know?
I mean, why would they sign Sutherland versus Donovan West? Sutherland doesn't have any upside. Donovan West does.
I don't know why this idiot in the 2 games he played was trash.
I don't get it.
What's wrong with the Niners? Yes. Like basically Willie Snead, Sutherland, Alex Barrett. Oh man.
I mean, yeah, there's a few guys I'm looking at. Like, why would you even?
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, that's all right. You're good.
Right. I mean, Kamiko Toure and Malik Turner to the practice squad. That's good right there. Keep them around.
Mm-hmm. Like he's not bad. He was a second rounder in the 2017 draft. In 2019 and 2020, he dealt with some minor injuries, but in 2021 he had one of his best years, and he was a role player. Had 6.5 sacks, good pressure rate for one of their top pressure rates on the Colts. So anyway,
yeah.
And I thought Tyler Croft was gone. They brought him back.
Well, I thought he was doing pretty. I thought he was doing good enough to the point where they cut Dwelly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, seriously, I thought Dwelly was a goner.
Me too.
But
I think he saved himself with that big old catch he made and took that big old hit.
Yep.
So we got, but yeah, John Jay and I were just discussing the practice squad. We're both like Alex Barrett. He's never done anything. And then they bring back Sutherland, and I mean, like Willie Snead. I mean, all these guys they are what they are. They don't have any upside. I don't see a point in having them on the practice squad.
Like the only thing he is known for is that hit on Kyler Murray when we beat them in like I think week 16.
Yeah.
So many people going live.
Yeah.
I'm in the dream on my other device right there.
Yeah, I saw Cup say that's where he's on.
Right. Yeah, he's going back and forth. I see him in the chat.
So who else is live, you said?
Huh?
Oh, I was asking you. You said somebody else was live.
I'm in the dream right now.
Oh, I'm in the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, today I went to the hospital, got a biopsy. It went through my neck. Yeah.
Damn. Hope you're doing good, man. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You become a big part of. You become a big part of the 49ers Ultimate Report. Yep.
So now I'm going through some pain in my arm. It's swollen here, my left arm, where they put the thing in the operation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hurting. And I was taking painkillers, but killed. But it was making me throw up.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like pharmaceutical stuff because that stuff's not good for your liver. But
I don't. Well, when it comes to my personal preference, if a doctor tries prescribing pain medication to me, I just hand it right back to him. because it's like you got ibuprofen 800s, dude. I'll tough it out. I don't like that stuff.
I remember when I had foot surgery, little procedure on my toe, and I was like, "Oh, I'm good. I don't need no pain medication." But I forgot that they ripped up a piece of my skin of my toe and some of the nail. So like they removed a little portion of my toe, and I was like, "I'm good." I've played sports before. I've had that. Once the anesthesia or that little shot that numbs you up for a while, when that thing goes away, oh my goodness! And I was on the bus. I'm in the bus. My foot started to kill me. Like they gave me this weird little boot thing, and I'm like basically like 10 minutes away from my house. I'm like, screw this. I get on my little flip phone at the time because I just recently got me a smartphone, but I got me a flip phone. I called a taxi. I got off at the next stop, and the taxi arrived at like less than 5 minutes. I said, "All right, take me to my house," and then I'm telling the driver what happened. I get home, and then I have like over-the-counter ibuprofen. For whatever the reason, in California, you only can get like 200 milligrams over the counter. Like if you get 250, you need a prescription or whatever. So I'm taking 200 milligrams. I'm taking 400 in less than 30 minutes. That pain goes away. There is no more pain, and I mean the pain is gone. A day later, no pain. I don't know ibuprofen, but that is a magic, whatever that thing is.
I like ibuprofen. That's pretty much all I take. So, sometimes like I'll take it or leave if I have a really bad headache, but that's maybe once a year. I don't get many headaches.
Yeah.
Did you go get you some ice cream too, there, Corey?
No, I got a salad.
Oh.
The salad, yeah. Some green vegetables. Yeah. Only could take Tylenol.
Yeah, that's like.
The doctor would prescribe for me because said Aleve and Advil will mess with my kidneys.
Yeah.
Something in them mess with my kidneys.
Yeah, Advil has some side effects. I remember one time my coworker, he takes Advil, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And, yeah. Like my head hurts, my back hurts because I was having a rough day at work, and I was like, so I had to suck it up. Now, at this moment, I don't take any pain medication. I don't even take ibuprofen because in 2018, and I will always remember this. It was the day before Christmas, and I had a weird pain, like a weird sharp pain between like my lower ab area and right there in that sensitive man area. And I was like, is that an appendix? Because people tell me that's the area. So I go to the emergency room, and no appendix, nothing. So I'm good. But they found out that my liver was very severely like sick, and they're saying that's the pain you're feeling, your liver. And I told them, oh yeah, I take ibuprofen a lot, because I have pain, and they told me stop doing that. So then after I stopped taking ibuprofen, they put me on this cool diet that I still do: oatmeal with blueberries or like a blueberry shake, quality yogurt, to clean me out. And in 1 week, I was like 15 pounds lighter. And I didn't know that the liver like packs in so much fat, and that's why people have like a little gut, because the liver expands your gut. So technically, so I basically lost 15 pounds after 3 months of that. I cleaned my system, and I was back to my little pencil self again. But then during 2020, I got that the regular fat weight. So my liver's clean, it's healthy. So I still do the same thing: oatmeal in the morning, blueberries, or like a little smoothie blueberry stuff. I eat a lot of like leafy greens. So I eat a lot of lettuce, a lot of salads. I hate salad and I hate vegetables, but I never want to feel that pain ever again.
Yeah, I did the same thing in 2020. I've lost 40 pounds, to be honest with you.
Yep.
But and I've only gained 3 pounds back from that infection I had like a month and a half ago.
Mm.
I mean, it's hot, and I'm running around at work like a chicken with my head cut off, and I'm eating like you wouldn't believe, but I can't. I've only gained 3 pounds back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't know. I think I'm happy around 178.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy there. I mean, it is what it is. I don't look bad.
Yeah.
So
Keep
I got
yeah.
Gotta be able to walk up to chicks. I mean, I'm single.
Facts.
So
that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I know,
it's a work in progress, buddy. I'm actually talking to a medical doctor here in Utah right now.
Yeah.
She's like, I think she's still in her residency right now, though. She's almost like all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And she's from North Carolina. She's got that Southern accent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, YTC's in the building. I don't know if he's in backstage. That'd be cool.
Is he?
YTC?
Yeah, he said, "Sup, fellas? I feel you, John J. My body's weird as well. Back before 2020, I was much leaner till the pandemic. Yeah, I know. Like a lot of people, like now use that like excuse. Oh, the pandemic. The pandemic made me. And I said, all right, what happened before the pandemic?
I was gonna say we got to stop using that as an excuse.
YTC, if you'd like to come on in, the link is in the chat. You can come discuss about your Giants 53-man roster and who
Damn, I like that logo. Look, it's so clean and fresh. Like because Corey got the bigger, the bigger chat ticker. That is fresh. Oh man. Well, hopefully everything goes well for you, Corey, man. Like I always always hope you're doing all right, man. It's always good to hear you're doing good. You're doing a show, man. You're with your boy David and your boy John G. It's always great to talk to the GOAT. Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just heard like someone outside revving their engine. It's like I live on a dead end street. I didn't know it was a drag strip.
Yeah, I live right next to a freeway, so basically, like every 20 minutes, sirens, or dirt bikes, because like dirt bikes are very popular out here.
Oh, you're in California. People are required to have mufflers and stuff like that. So here in Utah, that they have like kind of iffy laws when it comes to mufflers and whatnot. So there's a lot of people that just plain take their exhaust off, and you can hear their junk from like 4 blocks away.
Yeah,
it's kind of stupid, to be honest with you.
And what's up, YTC?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, YTC.
How you doing, Corey Davis? Hope all is well with you, man.
Yeah, just a little pain today. Having a little pain in my right arm. Me, my left
What's
arm.
up, David? Yep.
What's going on, YTC?
Yeah.
Not much. I just finished editing for week 2 tickers. I have to edit things ahead of time, like 2 weeks ahead of time for NFL games with all these graphics I'm doing.
Dang, dude, I'm looking at this camera. Makes my goatee and small beard look like they're black, but it's actually brown. But
that's the lighting, probably.
Yeah.
No, for me, I have a full beard myself. It's more trimmed, and for some reason, it's weird genetics that there's parts of my beard that's like goatee part. At least it's like around reddish or something like that in sunlight for some weird reason. But the rest of my beard is black. But yeah,
I was looking for gray. I'm 45. I was looking for gray the other day. I was like, I know there's some in there, and I did. I found one right here. And then one down here, and I'm going, huh? This guy at my work is 6 years younger than me, and I mean his whole beard is gray.
Wow, that's
everyone's very unfortunate, right? Enough.
Yeah, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Well, my dad still has some kind of beard. He just has a little. He's in his late 40s,
Yeah, Yep.
I wish
Hopefully,
Michael
yeah.
was here so I could say jealous.
Yeah, that's a beard right there. That's a man beard right there.
That's the handlebar. Yep.
Michael's like, I heard that. I'm gonna come on Corey Davis stream and talk about the Niners, how they're trash.
Yeah.
No, I'm packing myself as well. If you can see as.
Oh yeah, you got a good one going.
Oh, Corey. I want to ask the GOAT. Week 1, will the Bears beat us?
Nope.
I made my pick already. Niners 23-17. I made my pick.
I saw that video. Nice. I like
Yeah.
it. I like the new stuff. So yeah.
Did you see TRL's prediction video?
Wait, he did a week 1 already? He did week 1?
It came out today, and I was laughing because the Niners bear come on. He said week 1 lock.
Lock. My lock of the week. Like in
I
the NFL.
was laughing so hard. Oh
man.
So who was y'all surprise cut for y'all? The Giants. Who you surprised?
Oh, surprise? Oh, I was surprised by Alec Bachman and Quincy Roche. It was a pass rusher that was really promising for us. I'm assuming he didn't fit the system regardless, but we brought him back for practice squad. Initially, beforehand, we brought him back. That was a surprising cut for me, at least.
I've heard that name before, Quincy Roche.
Yeah, we've re-signed him back to our practice squad.
Jeez.
I thought we fully cut him. I was initially mad at first when we cut him and Alec Bachman. I thought he was really balling out for us in the preseason, making a lot of catches.
So apparently, one of your rivals, the Washington, picked up
Chauncey Gardner.
Pick up Tyree Castro Fields, and I am so angry. Why? Did you
Yeah.
The comments got our boy.
What, Castro Fields?
Yeah.
I hate them even more now.
Man, they'll ruin him. They already ruined WJ3 anyways.
And also to tell that
I thought he was going to pan out.
Tell that Jaguars dude, don't ruin Hasty.
William Jackson III. Remember that corner from the Bengals? They were hyping that man so up only for him to be trash and injured all the time. William Jackson III, which is WJ3 to them.
Oh, wait a second. Now they have Arden Key, and now they got your Michael Hasty. God damn.
Well, if Trent Ball can't find his own, I mean.
What, the commies?
No, the Jaguars picked up.
Oh, the Jaguars. Oh, okay.
Now,
probably won't even.
Now Butters' friends is like, we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
I mean, he'll still be a third stringer over there, anyways. They have James Robinson and Travis Etienne.
Yeah,
Etienne, yeah.
That guy. That's a French name.
Yeah, Etienne, yeah, definitely. Same as Thibodeau and Russo from the Bills.
Yeah, man, whatever. We kept Willie Snead. That was dumb. I don't know why we kept him. He dropped that dumb pass against wide open.
He ain't even cut it. Should cut it up for you. Let me cut it up.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's got Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I threw away my Facebook in 2016 because,
Oh, you
kidding? You know how many hack
I used to
accounts
keep
you get
track.
hit by?
Hack
It's
accounts.
like
Hacked accounts.
Like chicks trying to get money. Oh, send me a gift card.
Money mules.
Wait a
And it's
second.
like-
Didn't that happen to Michael? Damn, I'm done. I'll stop.
Oh, damn.
He'll come in here. I heard that.
I mean, assuming he finds this channel somehow.
He probably knows Corey Davis. He's like,
yeah,
I know.
Because he pops up.
No, but then again, it's past his bedtime in the Eastern Time Standard. It's 11:16 where I'm at.
11:16.
It's probably we're in the same time zone, so it's probably past his bedtime right now.
Man.
Oh boy.
I like that jersey that Corey Davis has. Look at that. That is sick.
That is pretty sweet.
And I wish I can afford a jersey. I'm broke as hell.
I barely can afford jerseys myself as well. I don't have time to be wasting on jerseys, to be honest.
I'm broke as hell. I don't know where that line came.
Look at his blanket. I mean, it's all 49ers. That's pimp.
She's like
Also,
the GOAT.
I think I might, before the season's, probably the second week of the season, I'll start decorating my room into like a man cave of Giants for me.
Oh, man.
I'll start decorating the man cave.
Yeah. So I think on week 4, I'm gonna do a giveaway, and then on week 8,
4.
On week 8, I'm gonna do 2 giveaways, and then just before the end of the year, because I said I'm doing 4 giveaways on my show.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Well, CG did a giveaway. I won something, and he sent me an email saying he sent it out today. And then I won something on like Mariah's stream.
They usually are. Kind of little.
Yeah. Then I got all kinds of stuff coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave CG a 49ers hat. Like he said, he likes it.
All right, 624 views. Okay, that's more than last year.
Mm-hmm.
For week 1, I barely had over 600 views.
Actually, that's what I won on Mariah's stream was a 49ers hat. So I have a few. I just don't get them out. They're old. They're really old, and I don't want to mess them up. So you kidding? You know I have 2 Niners coats. One was from an ex-girlfriend. It's a small, so it don't fit me.
I do have 2 Giants.
Almost all my clothes are 49ers.
I do have a jacket.
But hold on. Can you guess the brand? This is how old they are. Can you guess the brand they are?
All right, let me guess. All right, hold on.
Old.
I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I'm blank.
Let's see. I remember when Spalding used to make those jackets for the 49ers back in the 90s.
Spalding?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it out real quick. Hang on, I'm looking for my thing as well.
I know Nike. Nike has always made sports apparel. I remember one year. Reebok made. I remember one year Reebok made these great cool hats, but I gave it to one of my distant cousins in Florida.
I got 2 Giants jackets. I have a sweater and a jacket currently right now.
Oh, there you go. Look at those throwbacks. Look at that. Starter. It was Starter, not Spalding. I'm an idiot. It was Starter.
Starter?
Oh my goodness, I'm a moron.
I got this from Antigua. This jacket right here is Antigua brand. It's an off-brand, yeah, but I got it from the Giants.
I have another one exactly like it, but it's a small. That one was
This
mine.
is what I'm rocking right now, Kern. This is what I got. If you guys can, yeah, this is what I got when I went to the games.
That's nice right there. I forgot starters like back in the day that they were like bigger than Nike and all that stuff.
You know what I've always wanted? I know I never grew up in that era, but I always wanted that red jacket. The classic Bill Belichick jacket when he was our defensive coordinator, he wore.
I got a whole bunch of jackets.
That red jacket, Belichick, and it had the blue font. Yeah, for the Giants. With Belichick, yeah.
Did the Giants like a player that you wanted to get rid of, but they kept them? Yeah,
Darius Slayton, of course. But I'm shocked that we have trade value for him. I'm surprised teams still call about him after what he did. The thing with owners is nowadays is that you know how females view this one dude and they think they can change him, even given a bad reputation or whatever of this person. That's how the mindset of most owners are. They think if we get him in this system, we can change him to our mold and we could change him for the better. It's the same thing with females in a like way. That's how I feel owners view, players that have a troubled past.
They also make New York Giants jackets. Look at this Leatherman jacket. Look at that with the red stripe of sleeves with the blue and the Giants helmet. That's a nice one. It's too bad it's $140.
I can get it cheaper on eBay. I found one for like $70, $80.
This is the classic. This is the classic look. This is what I grew up in the early 2000s. This is what they wore.
Hold on.
I'm trying.
Let's see.
I wanted to spike.
Tony called. Hold on. Oh, whoa. Brian's got a brother?
Tony called. I see what it's either a sister or a wife. One of the two.
Brian.
Oh, well, we don't know, but.
Hold on. Time out. I think this is Brian's wife because I think he's married.
It's either a wife or a female sibling or something like that. I don't know.
It's wife. His wife.
I think it's his wife. Yeah.
It's the same emblem.
It's the Niners, and it's like a
yes.
like
this must be his
Batman
wife.
logo over it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brian's wife. Yeah, confirmed. Brian's wife. Yeah.
Sweet.
Tony Cole.
Hey, that's my OCD. That's my OCD for you. That's all my OCD. I never forget anything. I hate that. Then I never forget it.
Tony. Right. I thought it was Brian.
How you doing, Tony?
I'm lost right now. Like I hate this power of OCD. Like if you tell me something, I never forget it.
Hey, they have identical avatars, so that's definitely a clue.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that Batman with the
Niner thing. Yeah, Batman.
I don't. Yeah. Like I know this is not Giants Nation stream, but Batman is like a real thing. It's like vigilanteism, which is basically good citizens. They disguise themselves and then they like go after the bad guys to get the justice, but basically they're still committing a crime. So that's why I think Batman is the only superhero I like because
I like Batman always. You know, I've liked a couple of superheroes. I don't care what Giant Station says, anyways. A part of me has a kid inside of me, that enjoys that kind of stuff.
I know, because
the kid in me.
Like, I remember I was watching this documentary in my school called Vigilanteism, where you got good people that see the justice system fail for them, and they get the bad guy back on the street. So what they do is they get a group of people, they hide their identity by like putting masks on, like they hide themselves because they don't want them to know who they are, and then they get justice, but in a bad way. That's
Sounds like Anonymous to me.
So basically, like Batman, of course, like when he's not Batman, he's a rich dude, trying to be
Bruce Wayne, yeah.
But then he goes dress up, hides himself, and he takes his own insecurity or his own fear, because I think he's afraid of bats. That's why he's called Batman. So he takes his fear and he scares other people using his fear. So it's psychological.
Intimacy, yeah.
So it's psychological. Yeah. So
how many receivers did the Giants keep?
Well, we kept 5.
No, just
like the 49ers, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, and with practice squad guys pending.
Also, I'm gonna say this, CG. I know you like Jawan Jennings. Danny Gray is RB3 because
somebody's coming in.
Oh, someone's coming
From
in.
what I've seen, Danny Gray has a bunch of burners. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, when it comes to passing plays, I bet Danny Gray is wide receiver 3. But if we're running the ball, Jennings is going to be out there.
Yeah, because that David Lombardi dude, like he has those little PowerPoints where he put everybody and basically, he does that. So I don't know if it was a typo, but yeah.
Hey everybody.
What's up, dude?
Brian?
The GOAT.
What's up, Brian?
Oh, stop, John. I'm not the GOAT. Maybe more like a baby lamb or something. I don't know.
No, you're not a lamb. No, you're not a lamb. No, you're a Niner.
No, we eat lamb chops, right? That's right.
Lamb chops.
The lamb chops.
Hey, my wife jumped on the chat because I was kind of busy doing. I was still on a mean stream, and he made me a moderator, and I just kind of supporting people when they do that for me as much as possible. So I was there, and then I told her, hey, tell them about it, because I heard you guys talking with the jackets, and we collect Niner jackets. We find them at thrift stores, we find them at the flea market, we find them everywhere. I find them at work, sometimes in people's apartments. I find them by the dumpster. Anytime I find a jacket, it doesn't matter if it's worn out, beaten, I keep it. And the most I've ever spent for a jacket, I think, was like $100.
120 for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to go and spend a bunch of money. I found the black and gold reversible jacket, and if you look on eBay right now, it's like $600. I found it for $30 in a thrift store. So I just keep looking until I find it.
Wow.
I'm not trying to toot my horn, but I do like Rombo a whole lot. He means a whole lot to me. We're good friends, I believe. And the jacket he wears, I give him that jacket. I asked him one day, I was like, you got a jacket? And he said, no. And I was like, how do you have a channel and, all this and everything, and you don't have a jacket, so he told me his birthday, and me and my wife got him it. So I'm really proud because he wears it, and usually when he wears it, we have good luck. So yeah, definitely proud of the memorabilia. And actually, my brother just found a Alex Smith jersey, and he gave it to me. He found it in an apartment. Somebody left it, and it's the 2006 jersey, I believe. I gotta look at the patch again, and it's an on the field. It's probably like a $200 to $300 jersey, and he found it. So sometimes you just get lucky. My birthday was the other day, and
Happy belated day.
Well,
Thank
happy
you.
belated birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, buddy.
And I went down to my dad's house. He only lives like 2 houses from me. I'm really blessed for that. Really close to my family. And my brother showed up, and he hands me, a bag, and I'm like, "What's this?" And he's like, "It's your birthday gift." And I'm not big on like, I like my birthday, but it's not the best day for me every day. It's more like I don't like the all eyes on me all the time. I don't like the birthday candles. Everybody's singing. I get embarrassed a little. But with the other night, he hands me the bag, and I'm like, okay, so everybody's looking at me, and I open up a George Kittle jersey, and I was wearing my Jimmy Garoppolo jersey, and I immediately start crying. I take my glasses off, I put them on the couch, I get up, walk out of the garage, I take the Jimmy jersey off, and I put my George Kittle jersey on, and I come back in the garage, and I sit down on my glasses right away. I was like, no. So he bought me the 2022 jersey, and it's this year's. It doesn't have the patch on it, and it's a white visitor jersey, and I'm really proud of it. And again, I was just like so excited. I sat down, and I was like, I knew right when I was sitting down, I felt it. I was like, I gotta take these to the eye doctor tomorrow. So I got them fixed. So sometimes luck catches up with you, I guess, and sometimes you luck out. But no, other than that, I'm really excited about the roster this year. I really am. I think we definitely need to improve the O line, but as far as everybody else, I'm happy they kept 5 wide receivers, they kept 5 running backs. I do believe we're going to still run and pound the ball. I believe the tight ends position, Charlie Warner, Dwelly, and Kittle, those are probably the best ones that we had. I like, what was his name, Reed? But he seems to get hurt all the time, and then he's out for too long. And then there was that other guy. I think they signed him to the practice squad. Craycraft? Did he get signed to the practice squad?
Craycraft?
Yeah. He's the one with the missing finger, right?
I haven't heard anything.
I think he got
signed. Damn. Well, anyways, thank you guys for Richie James. He made the roster.
Oh yeah, you can have Richie James.
Oh man,
Richie James, he had so much like potential, but he's like dynamite. He can explode, but he doesn't do it all the time. So you got to be very careful.
So Richie James actually, when everyone was hurt, what was that 2020? Whenever everyone was hurt, he actually did pretty good.
Yeah.
But then come 2021 and he got hurt and he just never came back. But I mean, when it comes down to it, I honestly hope he does good on the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we got him for is the return game, man. He could play occasionally a receiver.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point. He's better than CJ Board than what we had last year. He was fumbling a lot of returns, so it's a major upgrade.
Yeah.
He'll definitely be a good returner for you. I think he scored a punt return or kick return for us. And
I think it was 2018.
So I see Bellinger's wearing Caden Smith's old number. Another tight end I wish we should have given more playing time compared to Evan Ingram.
Yeah. So I put this picture up. This is the jerseys that I think they were in 2007, 2008. The Patrick Willis. I had a jersey just like this, and during
that's nice.
During August of 2020, someone offered me a good deal. That's all I'm going to say for the jersey. I was going through a little bit of a rough struggle, and this jersey really was a good golden ticket for me. So I miss it, but I basically got this jersey from I don't know, if it's like a little giveaway thing when I was at my job when I was I think 17, 18, around that time. And I picked a random box. I picked it up. I opened it, and it was that jersey, and it fit perfectly. I was luck. It was like a weird luck of chance. So I love that jersey, but I had to sell it.
$81.85.
Yeah.
This whole school.
Hey,
Yeah, I wanted this biker jersey that had a Giants and Punisher logo on it. I'm looking at it right now.
My first,
Hey,
go ahead, Corey.
Just want to say hello to my cousin Kerwin.
What's up, Corey?
What's up, Corey's cousin? Yeah.
Yep.
My first jersey was a Steve Young jersey. It was the burgundy jersey. I want to say it's like a 97 or 90. No, it's got to be a 98 jersey.
Damn.
I got hit by a truck really bad.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa,
It smashed my head really bad.
Damn.
So when I was in the hospital, my parents come up, and I was coherent and everything, and they were talking to me. They had a bag too, and they said, "Hey, Brian, if you can take a hit like that, like Steve Young can take," and they handed me a jersey. I was crying too because it was the first time I got a jersey, But yeah, when you get memorabilia and you can keep it, it's cool. I've had a lot of different things. I moved to Kentucky for a couple of years, and my whole place burned. So I lost a lot of stuff. So coming back, I moved back with the backpack, and then just slowly over time, I just started accumulating things, So, I think my proudest possession of a 49er gift memorabilia. One year, my dad gave me a pack of gum for Christmas. And I was like, gum, and then I started looking at it, and it's a 49er pack of gum. And it's from like the early 80s. It's from Canada. And sometime I'll take a picture and show you guys or something. But it's still all packaged up. It's like a 5-stick and 5-pack. And, it's pretty funny, you get gum on Christmas Day. But that's probably my proudest possession ever.
Nice. I did not know that about you, man. That like you were in your house burned down. That sucks.
And you're getting run over by a truck. Jesus.
Yeah.
You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, man.
That's like, God damn, like, sheesh.
Yeah, I've had a couple broken bones. I've fractured my skull. I've had some, and I've still been able to play football too. So that was fun.
You played football?
Yeah, I played football in high school. I was a kicker, and I was a third string quarterback. They said I wasn't tall enough.
Yeah.
I knew the plays. I could call them out, but I wasn't tall. And I said, "Well, I can still play the line." Yeah.
Damn.
I played kicker. I was a kicker for a little while, and that was a lot of fun. So, and then over time, like more and more people that was my friends were on the team, and I got more into drama, and I was in speech and debate. I'm pretty big in chess. I went into the academic decathlon. A lot of different fun things in high school, but no, always loved football. I wanted to be like a reporter or an actor, but
I wanted to go to the NFL, but my ACL, took that away from me to my left leg, and it's a scar reminder of me now. My left kneecap being shorter than my right. So yeah, after that injury.
Jeez, yeah, I remember it was my junior year in high school, and I was playing baseball. I love baseball, and of course I played basketball. They didn't play on the basketball team, but my friend really wanted to try out, but he didn't want to go by himself because he didn't know a lot of the seniors because there were more seniors than juniors. So I said, all right, I'll go with you, so you can feel a little more comfortable. And then they said, all right, well, we need people to run during the punts and during the kickoffs. So I said, all right, I ran with them. They put the pads on me. They put the helmet on me. It was very weird, that little vision. So I go running punts, and with my baseball background, because I was a speedy runner, I was able to reach the guy just like 3 seconds after he caught the ball. And they're like, man, you're fast. Oh, yeah, I play baseball. So they tried me out on the JV team. So my friend, he really, really excelled really well. Then he went to the varsity team, and I stayed on the JV team. So I would just run punts when the ball was kick or kickoffs. That's what I did. And I was able to use my speed to try to get the tackles. But usually because of my speed, I wasn't a really good tackler, so it allowed the other gunners to tackle them. So basically, I was able to slow them down enough for the rest of the tacklers to tackle. That's all I did. I didn't do nothing in football. I didn't get like hundreds of tackles.
So you played special teams?
That's all I did. But they listed me as a wide receiver.
Yeah, I got listed as a wide receiver, but was a kicker.
Tight end, but yeah.
Yeah, so basically, like
only a tight end.
You know, my special thing was I was able to run it fast enough to basically slow down the returner, and then like he would always like go by me, but there was like 3 other guys right behind me that would tackle him. So the coach was like, just run as fast as you can, and just prevent him. If you're able to tackle him, you tackle him. And the other gunners were a little bit more slower than me, but they were able to tackle him. So I was basically like just slow him down, just to slow him down enough for the guys to like whack him.
For me, they used me in the run game. That's why they put me at tight end, because I was a good pancake blocker, you know, for the run game, and I can get a couple of blocks and also occasionally get receptions. Basically, I was basically in rotation. I wasn't the starter either. I was the second stringer. They rolled me in rotation for that.
Kerwin, if you're still here, the link is in the thing. You can come on and join us and talk about your Raiders.
Oh, he's a Raider.
Raiders fan.
He's a Raider fan.
Nice.
Well, third Raiders fan I met on here.
Yeah.
Outside of Travis Bergen on that Raiders.
Travis Berg, yeah. A guy from Long Island, New York, and I think his fiance or
his wife's a Jets fan. Yeah,
his wife's a Jets fan. So a Raider and a Jets fan.
Coincidentally.
Oh man.
Hey, we haven't seen Travis Berg in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
He's been doing a lot of Mets games. That's why I holler at him. I holler in his stream. He does a lot of Met games. That's why. Yeah, I think he's just waiting for the regular season to return. Then he'll hop back on.
I don't. He does a lot of subscriber modes, which I don't know why he does that. That's why I can never.
No, because it's a lot of spam accounts. No, it's the way to combat the spam accounts for him. That's why.
Yeah.
That's how he's doing it. He told me.
Yeah, I got 3 brothers. They're all Raider fans. My dad's a Raider fan. He grew up. He has 5 brothers. They're all Packer fans. So it happens.
Oh,
Packer fans, well, welcome to my boat.
Yeah. So my best friend in the whole world. I haven't seen him because like in a while, but we were like good kids, and for whatever the reason, he really loved the Raiders color, the jerseys. So his father bought him like a cheap, like worn out from like one of those like Goodwills in like those little places, and he had a Raiders jersey. I forgot who the player was. I don't think it was like a famous player, but he would wear that. And in my block, because everyone had Niner gear, they were like, "Oh, John Jay, why are you with?" He's my best friend. Like, you know, he lives right next to me. I consider him a brother. We went to the same school together. Like we rolled together. And they hated him. And I said, eventually they started to like him because he was a cool dude. He's like, "Hey man," he said, he's like, "That jersey, oh my gosh." So yeah, if you live in the Bay Area, you know Raider fans. Oh man, they're still big out here. They don't care. Like, oh, who cares if they're in Nevada? We're still gonna watch the game here in Oakland. Some travel. I don't know how far it is from Oakland to Nevada. But some people drive, like I think it's like a whole day trip.
I mean, yeah, it's basically a whole road trip for a day, yeah, or some change. You also got to count for rest stops, so it's basically the equivalent to like a day and some hours.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the
Oh,
Raiders.
look who's in the building, Shifty. Yeah, me and Shifty are doing
What's
a show
going
tomorrow.
down?
Oh yeah, I got to get
Hello,
the thumbnail
Shifty.
and the show ready tomorrow. Damn.
Yeah, I don't want to say like the Raiders are like the worst fans or anything like that, but I've grown up around a lot of Raider fans, and I actually live in Stockton. We used to have the training camp here, the 49ers training camp, and they painted the big old Niner logo on the water tower and all kinds of other stuff. And, you know, the newspapers had Niner ads all over everything, and stores even changed their name from, you know, Cheap Cellular to 49er Cellular. There was a Walgreens store that turned into 49ers Walgreens. Just a lot of, you know, just anything that they could do to, you know, latch on and get people to buy. But when I started talking to like other adults and stuff like that I didn't know was like Raider fans or even other fans, I'd tell them, you know, like I'm a Niner fan, and they'd come off and be like, "They suck." And I'd like, you know, pop my head back and I'd be like, "We live in Stockton. We should support them. You know, like they're part of our, you know, our city. Like maybe one day we might actually have a game here, like, just thoughts, but they're like, no. And I'm like, so you don't like the Niners? And they're like, no, I'm a Raiders fan or this or that. And I'd be like, well, you still should support your like local team. You should still support, like your city. And I don't know, like I always thought that was just like straight stupid hate, because it's like it doesn't matter if you live in New York, you can't really hate on the Yankees or the Mets. If you live in San Francisco,
I
you gotta
mean,
put up with
you're not wrong.
it.
Yeah. In New York, probably you see more people with Yankee caps than Mets cap. But yeah, you like if you live in that area, you can't really hate those teams because that's the.
Yeah, I really can't. I just see them as our little brothers. That's it. Same with the Jets.
Yeah, like here, like we're lucky because you got the San Francisco Giants. We still got the Oakland A's. I don't know
That's our little brothers.
where they're actually gonna move, but they started the process of leaving Oakland. But yeah,
I think they're building the stadium downtown Oakland by like Jack London Square. That's what I thought I heard, but I could be wrong.
Oh man, I don't know. Like this has been a thing that they've been talking about since 2006.
I know they've talked about moving it to Fremont and San Jose, but they can't really move it to San Jose because the Giants field team is in San Jose.
Yeah,
I've heard them talk about moving it to Sacramento.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. That like.
Speaking of the game, I can't wait to go to that opening for next year's baseball.
That's weird. Like that, whatever. Like at the end of the day, like they won't be like in the Oakland, but they're not gonna leave too far from Oakland. They're still gonna be, I think, in the county. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Shifty.
Yep.
And Shifty, if you like to come on in, you can. The link is in the chat.
Yeah, Shifty. Yeah, me and him were doing the show tomorrow. I just remembered. I got just so much stuff going on.
Nothing official on the A's. Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, yesterday there were so many live streams. Live streams just destroys my phone battery, drains it.
Yeah.
There I am stuck at work for 12 hours, and I was on Roberto's. He has a live stream. He don't have many subscribers, but I hop on with him, and I couldn't because I was at work. But the phone died. That's how many streams were on yesterday.
Yeah, because the roster came out. Yeah, so everybody was streaming.
Yeah, and also yes, during the day. So usually I'm working. Even if I wanted to hop on the stream with you guys, I'm usually working during the day.
I know, like,
that's why
I did my stream, and then when I was on the phone talking to somebody, a little important, thing outside YouTube, I see Trey Sermon gets cut. I said, crap, now I got to make a thumbnail, do all this stuff, and then do a show. And I'm like, God damn, like, I think the Niners did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You keep them, then you release them. You should have just released them yesterday. Jeez.
It's stretching a lot.
They did that because they were afraid whoever he's going to go to was going to pick him up today.
The Seahawks?
And then CG got mad at me. He got mad at me like, John Jay, I knew you were gonna do this, dude. I didn't release him. I wasn't planning on doing a video, man. And he said, "Oh, my bad, John Jay. My bad, John Jay." Hey,
I'm like, it's not his front. Well, the Niners front office is being unsped right now.
It's not my fault that he likes to trash Oklahoma. I'm Ohio State fan, which have more national championships in football than Oklahoma.
All right.
I know. I know your boy Giant Station heard that. He's gonna pop in here. Yo, don't make me talk about your Bay Area Cal.
Now, let's just say I made a decision on my college team. That's why.
I'm doing the Notre Dame versus Cal game on, I think, in 2 weeks.
Well, that's cool.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm thinking of doing college football next year. Not this year. I'm probably gonna wait till next year to do it.
Yeah, the Cal is gonna lose
if I do college ball.
Notre Dame is good. They're good.
I'm only doing it because of FIFA. I'm not doing it this year because of the World Cup coming out.
Yeah.
That I'm doing. Yeah, that's why.
Speaking of college football, the Pac-12 is dead. Basically, Washington and Oregon are going to the Big Ten, and TRL and the Arizona schools are going to the Big 12. USC's already gone. So, yeah, people here in the Bay Area said that Cal and Stanford may go independent because I don't think they want to be associated with those conferences. So,
well, I mean, when it comes to colleges and conferences, I mean, It's honestly all about money, isn't it?
I know, like basically what's been going on the last
Endorsements.
What's been going on last. So the Big Ten is going to expand basically like a North, Atlantic, East, a West, and a South. They're trying to be like the four corners. So that's why they're trying to even poach some of the Big 12. So the Big 12, they're trying to take some of the Pac-10. So what's going on is that CBS, for the first time ever, they're not showing no more SEC games or ACC. It's going to be all Big Ten. So everybody wants that CBS money. So the Big Ten is trying to poach teams from the West, and they're trying to make their own big conference. And then the ACC is going to be broken down. Some going to the SEC, some going to the Big Ten. And ESPN just announced today that they're pulling out on a lot of the conferences because they're trying to find like teams that they can show like later in the day. And so a lot of colleges are angry because that ESPN deal was one of the reasons why the Big Ten wanted that money. So right now it's just a lot of confusion in college football. Again, like I said, I've said this: we're gonna have four major conference. The SEC is gonna be their own brand, and they're gonna do their own stuff. And the Big Ten is gonna basically divide regions. So you're gonna have the Big Ten West, and Big Ten East, and then the SECs.
Hey, I got a question. I don't know if it's with everybody, every college team, and I know because it deals with money. But when we started getting Buckner and Armstead, I started paying attention to the Ducks a little bit more, and I found out that they got a lot of jerseys. They got a lot of jerseys and uniforms. Now, is it just something with them in their school that they have like 100 different uniforms, or do the other college teams have like that many uniforms? Because that just seems crazy. It's like every time you see a Duck game, they got a different color helmet, jersey, and pair of pants.
Yeah, so the creator of Nike graduated from Oregon. So technically, because he's from there, the Oregon gets all the gear before they start to promote for everybody else. So that's why Oregon has the money because of Nike. So technically Nike is like the student. I think he's now in the 60s now, but back in the late 70s, and I don't know if this is true, but someone told me this when I was in middle school, that one of my teachers from a little like small school out in the city said that he went to Oregon back in the like late 70s, and he was roommate. He was a roommate with the guy who created Nike, and he didn't know who he was. He was just a roommate. And then he found out that who his roommate was. He's like, crap. He said, I could have invested on his stuff, and I didn't have to be a teacher. So that was funny. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what that teacher told me. He says,
quite an interesting tell.
That was a weird story, but
somebody's coming on.
Who's coming on?
So I saw Tiro's video right now. Shifty, your boy Shifty.
Hey.
Party. What's up, Big Shift?
Well, David, I just saw the video right now. I hope it's true. I just saw Tiro's vid right now. He put the Niners as the lock of the week and the Giants as an upset. Oh, my bad. What's up?
I was laughing so hard just because of Michael.
That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna score 51 this time.
I hope Tiro is right for that and my team.
First, Michael said 27. Then he said 30. Then he said 31. Then somehow now it's 51 because everyone. He's like, I hate that the Niners like Trey Lance. He's trash, dude. Don't get mad.
Oh, never mind. He left.
I got a question, or maybe like a point, kind of. Doesn't Justin Fields have that sleeping disorder, or does he have? Does he have the concussion disorder? Because I think that was the reason the Niners ended up passing on him.
Well, basically, he suffered from seizures.
Yeah.
If he's back.
Back again.
Yeah, I think that's the
Perception?
reason they ended up moving off of him because they initially went and seen almost all the other quarterbacks before they seen Trey Lance. They missed his day, then he had a special day after that. But they were really high on, well, at least the fans were really high on, Fields. They wanted Fields or Lance, and nobody really seemed to want Mac, but it seemed like the media was pushing Mac. I don't know. That's what I think the reason he didn't come to our way. Because he was more pro ready, right? He was supposed to be like he's ready to go and everything. And I don't know. I know that Trey Lance, he's got a lot of potential and stuff, but when you can't throw the ball 5 yards, that's a little alarming.
Yeah. So basically,
somebody averaging 5 yards as well. Wink, wink, Mac Jones.
Basically, Trevor Lawrence had over 30 starts. So, but he was going to the Jaguars. Zach Wilson was going number 2. He had, I think, almost close to 30 starts. So those guys were going to be drafted. Justin Fields, in his first year in 2019, he played 14 games and went undefeated. And then he played 7 games. So he had 21 games. So he had that threshold number close to 26. Mac Jones had 1 year, and he only played 12 games because the season was shortened. Trey Lance had more games than Mac Jones. Trey Lance had more games than Mac Jones. So people were talking about Trey Lance, and Mac Jones only had 12 starts. So
I really like the guy from. I really like Zach Wilson from BYU. I thought he would have been a pretty good fit in our offense, but
looking back at the mock draft, I had you guys taking Justin Fields. I thought you guys were going to settle for Fields. Looking back at it,
that made more sense because when you look at Kyle's track record, all his coaches and all the people he's put around, he's either coached them, he's worked with them, and one of the things that I said, the smart thing was Trey Lance and the system. But I was like, nah, it's going to be Justin Fields because if Justin Fields and Kyle Shanahan, even if they met one time, my logic was like, it's going to be him. But I said the smart pick was Trey Lance. So.
Well, I really do. I think it goes back down to his medical condition because everybody was really high on him, really pumping him up. And then the next thing you know, that came out. And then the Niners were like, nope. And then the next thing you know, they were having another meeting with another practice with Trey Lance. And I'm going to probably go to, the end of my days saying Trey Lance wasn't the original pick. And at this point in time, you can be proven they weren't looking to pick Trey Lance. They were moving up to get somebody. They didn't know if they're going to get a veteran or a rookie. But Trey Lance wasn't the decision. It wasn't his choice.
So Trey Lance's pro day, I saw his pro day. There was a lot of scouts on the field, NFL scouts. Now, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan or Adam Peters were not there, but someone from the 49ers organization was there. There were basically everyone say 32 of the 32 NFL teams are there. And one of the teams I was very interested was Seattle. So I started to say, all right, hold on. Seattle, they still got Russell Wilson. Are they trying to draft his heir apparent? Because look what happened this offseason.
Yep, he got traded.
So I was like, wait a second. I started to put 2 and 2 together. And Trey Lance's pro day was outstanding. He showed everybody was oohing out. The last throw, his final throw, that deep throw, was a perfect spiral, and it landed perfectly. The receiver didn't have to look up. The receiver just put his hands out there, caught the ball, and it was a perfect touchdown. And everybody was like clapping, and even the people that were, narrating the pro day was like, this guy is going to be something. And so, because of that, I think after that pro day, whoever that representative was, called the Niners that you need to look at Trey Lance, double check. I think that after that pro day, it changed from Zach Wilson, which I think was the original pick, to Trey Lance.
I agree.
Or Mac Jones.
I think Zach Wilson might have been the original pick, and I think the reason they're filling everything out because the Jets jumped on him. But I think if the Jets wouldn't have jumped on Zach Wilson, I think Zach Wilson probably would have came to the Niners because of the whole BYU thing. You know, Steve Young, he was mobile too. He had a lot of starts. He was ready to start. He just went to the Jets. And I'm not saying the Jets are bad, but they are in rebuild mode right now. So you imagine if they would have got Trey Lance or somebody else that, we probably would have Zach Wilson right now. Cause I don't think Mac Jones was truly the pick. They might have liked Mac Jones, but Mac Jones has that blemish on him. He's got a DUI. The Niners don't really want to mess with players like that.
Yeah.
They've got to make
I know.
50.
I was shocked when the Patriots took him.
So 50.
I wasn't.
You're there, shit?
Oh, I'm here.
So how do you feel about Jimmy coming back?
So I am actually a big fan of it. I know a lot of Niner fans that I've seen on YouTube or elsewhere. A lot of Niner fans have been getting a little crazy about Jimmy coming back. I think it's great simply because, look, the Niners front office is very, very good at communicating what they want to do. There's a reason why Deebo Samuel requested a trade, but hey, now he just signed a 3-year deal. There's a reason why Robbie Gould wanted to leave, but he signed a long-term deal. Raheem Mostert, he signed a long-term deal. And I think that everyone knows what the deal is. This is Trey Lance's team. There's no doubt about that. I think, whether it's Kittle or Fred Warner or Trent Williams or Nick Bosa, they all know the deal. This is this is Trey Lance's team. And regardless, and it's even been said by Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, and whoever else, that even if Trey Lance struggles early on, which he might do, I hope not, but he might struggle early on. But ultimately, it's like we're going to stick with Trey Lance. So, and I think Kyle Shanahan has shown that when he chooses his starting quarterback, he will stick with that starting quarterback. We saw it last year. Jimmy Garoppolo had some really, really bad games. And regardless of whatever the fans said, he stuck with Jimmy Garoppolo. Whether that's right or wrong, can be debated. But hey, we almost got to a Super Bowl last year. So I think that it's a great move because if Trey Lance, even if he gets hurt for maybe he sprains an ankle or maybe something happens, right, where he has to miss a couple of games, I feel good about Garoppolo coming in and possibly, helping us to win those games as opposed to Nate Sudfeld or Brock Purdy. I mean, those guys are not going to do much for us. There's a reason why now Nate Sudfeld's in Detroit. Brock Purdy, I mean, he's about a year or two away from being a decent backup. But I'm like, look, if Trey Lance, even if he has to miss 3 games, if Jimmy Garoppolo comes in, we're still probably thinking, all of us are probably thinking, yeah, we probably win 2 out of 3. So I get it where some people are concerned about Jimmy Garoppolo, where it's like, oh, well, if Trey Lance struggles, maybe the team will want Jimmy. I don't think that's the thing. I think everyone can see, like we as fans can see, but I think probably much more so that all the players in the locker room can see that Trey Lance brings a lot more to this team, whether from his athletic ability, from his arm strength, and Trey Lance is a great leader. He's super confident. At this point, he knows the offense. I mean, so I don't get. I mean, I can see why maybe some people are upset that maybe we didn't get a draft pick for Jimmy Garoppolo or whatever, but Jimmy Garoppolo, ever since he's come into the NFL, he's been a professional. Like he got drafted in the 2nd round, and he was he was pretty well thought of coming out. People thought he could be like a late 1st, 2nd round pick. He gets drafted in the 2nd round. What does he do? He sits behind Tom Brady for a number of years. And then he comes to San Francisco, and he does a decent job here, but I think he is a professional guy. Like, the one thing that you can say about Garoppolo is that he's professional. He doesn't cause drama or anything in the locker room. I can't imagine Jimmy being the guy. Let's say if Trey Lance struggles in a game, I can't imagine. Like, could any of you guys imagine Jimmy going around being like, "Oh, well, I should be starting"? Like, no, Jimmy. There's a reason why he wants to be in San Francisco, and the reason is that we are a team that could very well win a Super Bowl. That if Trey Lance does get hurt, that he can come in and perform well because he knows the coaching staff, he knows the system, he knows the players, and he's still going to make $6.5 million possibly for just sitting on his ass all year. So those are my thoughts on it, Corey. But I'm happy to be here, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. But ultimately, I think it's a big win for the 49ers because Jimmy Garoppolo is not making nearly as much as what he was, but we still get to keep his talent if Trey Lance gets hurt.
You're right.
Okay.
That's the best $6
So-
million you ever spent for an insurance policy. I'll tell you that much.
So, I mean, it's nice to have a good backup quarterback, and that's what Jimmy is. He's a good backup. But when it comes down to it, I am so sick of the media speculation, and it is going to happen all season long, man. I mean, they're relentless. They're like the paper boy on Better Off Dad. A lot of you probably never seen that movie. They're everywhere. They're 20 stories a day about how Jimmy G is going to start. No, he's not. This is Trey Lance's team. I mean, that's just the way it is. Like, okay, so you remember after we drafted Trey Lance, how the media was going buck wild about, oh, the Niners need to trade Jimmy G and just start him, and Shanahan came out and actually announced that there will be no quarterback competition. Jimmy G is starting. But then, it wasn't necessarily the media going buck wild over this. It was the fan base. We got divided.
Exactly.
When it comes to me, I knew Jimmy was starting, and I actually said, I was saying that in the chats. I said, guys, Shanahan said Jimmy's starting. You guys are all pushing for Trey Lance, and yeah, I honestly would like to see him get some time here and there. I'm not going to lie, but the kid is raw, and he needs a year in the offense, a year, playing against our defense in practice. All that will help him, and we're about to see how much it helped him. And I honestly think he'll be just fine. I mean, look at the team around him. He's not like Zach Wilson or Trevor Lawrence. You get picked, you go to a team that's garbage and got nothing for you yet, and then you have to let the team get built around you. He's on a team that's been getting built and is ready right now. So I can't say it's not all on his shoulders. He's got teammates. So yeah. I think he'll be just fine. What I want to see out of him is I want to see, some pretty good games to start with, but I want to see like little of, improvement all year. That's what I want to see. By the end of the season, I don't necessarily want to see Patrick Mahomes, but I want him to be up there a bit. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree a lot with that. I believe, if you listen to Shanahan basically will tell you the answer, the honest answer. He might go a little bit around it. I think he does have to mess with, the fans a little bit and some of the media. But Shanahan said it last year, we don't have a quarterback controversy. Jimmy's our starter. There's been a lot of people, and you guys know it, we're on YouTube. If you read the chats, there's been so many people that want to king Trey Lance crown him before he's even really done anything. He's played 2.5 games. He could have done a lot better than he did, but he did okay. He's not horrible. He's got a lot of potential. The ceiling's really big, and he's really smart. He's got all the intangibles. But I think one of the problems with him, and I don't want this to be the topic of the night or anything, but I think one of the big things is the back of his helmet. if he doesn't want all the hate, he doesn't want the media coming after him, the back of his helmet should just say 49ers on it. I think that'd be a big, change. I don't care what your political, stance is, but you should stay off the field. You should be a 49er on the field or a Patriot on the field. You shouldn't be promoting other stuff. If they want to do the cancer awareness stuff, that's fine. But like, we don't go out there and run around with, vote for Penn. We don't do that stuff, So I think that's one issue. But as far as like this year going, there might be a lot of media going back and forth with Jimmy saying, "Oh, he should start. But for the most part, they're gonna keep it under. They're just gonna do what they want to do. They've done what they've wanted to do this whole time. They're not gonna let the media or the fans tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Shanahan and Kyle, they're both Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. They're both safe. They're not going anywhere. And listen to Jed York too. He said it. We love Jimmy Garoppolo. And John, I've been saying this on your channel for a long time. The Yorks like him for whatever reason. They like him. So as long as they want to keep paying him, he's going to be here. And I think that's one of the biggest issues with this whole thing is everybody said he was making $27 million, and that's the problem. Well, now he's not making $27 million. So now he's the best backup quarterback in the league. There shouldn't be an issue. Oh, well, now there's an issue because he might make Trey Lance uncomfortable. Well, if he makes Trey Lance uncomfortable, that's on Trey Lance. It's not on Jimmy Garoppolo. That's not on, maybe Kyle Shanahan can step in and do something. But Steve Young, Joe Montana, they both probably make each other uncomfortable. And it's just, I don't know, you can just keep flipping the narrative any way you want to go. If you want to, put the team down this year, you're going to put them down. If you want to put them up, you're going to put them up. So,
yeah. And like for me, I do want to say this, like Trey Lance.
So CG.
Trey Lance was not the only person that had, like their own, custom thing at the back of, the helmet. Personally, for me, like I said, I'm thinking I'm a little bit more like, like less than, some 49er, with some NFL fans, how I see it. For anyone who gives a rat's ass about that, there's something wrong with you. Not wrong with the player, not wrong. There's something wrong with you. Then that's a little more scarier thing, but that's a different topic and a different thing. Let's keep it 49. Let's keep it 49ers related. When it comes to Trey Lance, I've said this. If Trey Lance, again, 17 games, he should get the 4,000 yard threshold because again, if he's averaging 236 or 237 passing yards, which is very easable for him to do, he should get that. If he gets around 25, 26 touchdowns, that's good. I don't want to see the Jimmy interceptions. He will throw interceptions early in the year. I've said that overall. He's going to run the football, but I don't think he's going to run the football like RG3. I think he will run the football, but I think it's going to be
more of a gunslinger.
Very, very short yardage stuff. So I'm not worried about Trey Lance. And again, that interior line is going to piss me off this year because Brendel is center number one, and then you got two young guys who are starting their first ever NFL game. Banks has been here for 1 year, but they're both starting their first game against the Bears. So that's going to worry me probably more than anything. Our defense is good. I've said this. Worst case scenario for the 49ers, I've been saying this for the last 3 years. Nine victories because this team is that good. That's worst case scenario. If we stay healthy, if everything goes well with the quarterback, we can run the table. That's how good this team really is. And I've said this already, when Corey started the show. Jimmy's cap hit, if he's on the bench for the entire year doing nothing, is $6 million. It could be even less because I just read the full details. So $6 million, his cap hit is $9 million, which he's not going to get. But if he is forced to play, there's a bunch of incentives. If he plays one snap, he gets something. If he plays a full game, he gets something. If he plays like 4 games, then he can go up to $16 million in the cap hit, depending on that situation. So there's a lot of things that Niner fans should be happy about this contract. They really wrote it perfectly well to say, Jimmy, you're going to be on the bench and you're going to make as little money as possible. And that's why we are now the number 5 team with the most cap. Before that, we were at the bottom. So it really shows you. So for the fans who still don't like Jimmy Garoppolo, that's your prerogative. That is your problem. I'm sick and tired of trying to understand you guys. You guys can go to hell. I'm tired of trying to understand the other side because their argument has no basis. So I wanted to say I've been holding that over a year. I've been trying
Let it out.
For over a year. Now I'm saying I'm done defending these people who don't like Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy is not bad. Anyway, I'm done. I said my piece.
I know he isn't. He's a definitely great, serviceable quarterback.
CG, I haven't got it yet. That was a package from another stream that I won freaking cards on. I actually have a Vernon Davis card that has a piece of his jersey now.
Oh yeah, those things. Those are cool.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, buddy.
I wanted to just say, one thing too is like I would have really noticed the name or whatever on the back of his helmet unless it wasn't pointed out by the media. It was actually pointed out on the field during a game. So it's like I really don't think that there's a place for that. But again, I like talking 49ers, but that's one of the things that I think that's why he's getting so much hate. And for a lot of people who just hate Jimmy Garoppolo because he missed that throw in the Super Bowl, they're always going to hate him. Like I don't hate anybody, but I'm not happy with Kyle Williams.
Oh, please don't bring up that name.
You know what I mean? But I'm not
a Giants fan in the building. He's gonna rub that in.
I'm not gonna send them death threats.
I'm editing right now to be tempted, but yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that stuff it's a game. If you miss, you miss. If you lose,
Giants
you lose.
legend, buddy. He's a Giants legend. That's okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to end this a little bit because I'm in a lot of pain.
All right, man.
I hope you get well, man.
Get well, dude.
If that's the case. Very
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna have some
All
dinner.
right. You guys have a good night and get well, man.
Yeah.
So sorry about this.
All right.
I love
Right, you take care, buddy. We'll see you next time. Man.
All right, hey Shifty, I'll send you the StreamYard thing in the morning. I haven't done the video
1
yet.
o'clock.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, I'm out.
All right, Corey. You have a good night, buddy.
All right.
Let us all know how things are going, though. Definitely let us know how things are going.
Okay. Thank you for all everybody coming in. Let's see, where's the countdown thing?
Hell yeah. Watch that. Watch that.